The corruption of music. The whole earth has been brought under a spell, an intoxicating potion that flows not from the mouth of Yahweh Almighty, but from pipes and strings, and the pounding of drums in the hands of rebellious men and women. The nations drink it like fine wine and stagger from it like drunkards. They sway, they clap their hands, and shout to rhythms and songs that glorify their flesh and their rebellion against the Most High. But they never bow the knee to the will of their Maker. This weapon is called music. And though Yahweh created sound, songs, and instruments for his righteous praise, mankind has corrupted it into an idol that enslaves every culture, every race, every tongue, and every single nation. From the days of Nimrod, who built a tower of defiance against Yahweh, music was harnessed to unite people in rebellion, Genesis 11:4. When Nebuchadnezzar commanded all to bow before his golden image, it was music that called them to worship him. At the time that you hear the sound of the horn, flute, zither, lyre, pipes, and all kinds of music, you must fall down and worship the golden image, Daniel 3. See it clearly. Music was the signal, the binding force, the hypnotic call for rebellion. Those who did not bow to it were thrown into the fiery furnace. That is the exact same spirit that is still alive on the earth today. The furnace is the ridicule, the shame, and the persecution against anyone who will not dance to Babylon's sadistic tunes. The so-called entertainment industry is the largest religious system on earth, though it masquerades as harmless art. Men and women rise to idolatrous popularity, receiving praise, worship, and adoration, with their names being chanted by multitudes daily. Their concerts are worship services, the stages are their altars, the frenzied crowds are their congregations, and their songs are the hymns to sin, in every genre. The prophet Yeshaya declared, "The earth also is defiled under its inhabitants, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant." Isaiah 24 verse 5. And this is amplified through their music more than through any other medium. They sing of their lusts, their adultery and their fornication, and their fan base imitate their expressions. They sing of violence and murder, and the people live dying by the beat of the bloodshed. They sing of greed and pride, and the people devour each other in pursuit of vanity and wealth. Do not love the world, nor the things that are in the world. If anyone loves the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life, is not of the Father, but is of the world. 1 Yashanan 2:15-16. Yet what is modern music today, except the soundtrack of this very lust and pride? Even the religious world is not innocent. The sacred psalms themselves have been mutilated by translators who have stripped away Yahweh's holy name and replaced it with the Lord or some other unworthy title, so that even in their so-called worship, the music directs men to embrace falsehood. How long will you people turn my glory into shame? How long will you love delusions and seek after lies? Psalm 4:2. Churches strum guitars and bang drums, but their songs glorify their feelings, not their obedience. They sing of praise, but never to restore the covenant of Yahweh's law. Yeshua himself rebuked such vanity. These people honor me with their lips, but their hearts are far from me. But in vain do they worship me, teaching as doctrines the commandments of men. Matthew 15:8-9. Do you not see, inhabitants of the earth? Can you understand that music is not neutral? It is either sanctified to Yahweh Almighty, or it is defiled for and to Satan the devil. The adversary was himself adorned with music at his creation. The workmanship of your timbrels and of your pipes was prepared for you on the day you were created. Yechezkiah 28:13. He was made to glorify Yahweh through sound, but he corrupted it into pride and rebellion. And now, through his children of the world, he controls every genre of music, from classical to rap, from pop to gospel and country. Every style, every beat, every chord progression has been turned into a snare unless it exalts the name and the law of Yahweh Almighty. And what of the people? They fall to their knees in adoration of music performers, crying out their names like worshippers at some shrine. Men worship men, women worship women, men worship women, women worship men, and everything in between receives praise from their lips. It is written, "They exchanged the truth of Yahweh for a lie, and worshipped and served the creature rather than the Creator," who is blessed forever. Romans 1:25. They gulp it down like pigs devouring slop, never questioning that the tune in their ears is shaping their hearts and minds into rebellion. Music has become the world's most effective sermon of choice, but it preaches against Yahweh Almighty. Its rhythm is rebellion, its melody is pride, its harmony is lust, and its chorus drowns out the still small voice that calls men and women to holiness. The judgment is already written. Woe to those who call evil righteousness, and righteousness evil, who prefer darkness for light and light for darkness, who prefer bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Isaiah 5:20. Therefore, hear this warning. Stop lending your ears to Babylon's harlots. Stop worshipping performers who defile the covenant of Yahweh Almighty. Stop singing lies and start proclaiming the truth. Sanctify music once again as it was in the days of David, when the righteous lifted harps to exalt Yahweh's holy name, not to stir up carnal lusts, but to declare the Almighty's law. For the time is short, and those who keep singing Babylon's songs will share in Babylon's judgment. Revelation 18:4. The truth has been declared. Will you still dance to the pipes of rebellion? Or will you lift up your voice in righteousness to Yahweh Almighty, the only one worthy of your praise? In Messiah's name, service, and right hand. So be it.